Hello, and welcome to this surprise stream. We're supposed to be going to look at sakura right now in Sakuranomiya here in Osaka, and we've got a lightning storm. So I stopped to get a bread from Family Mart real quick before we get walking, and to buy a new umbrella. It's good bread, mayonnaise and ham. I actually was going to do this about an hour earlier. Unfortunately, it started downpouring, and so I went to a camera store instead. They didn't have anything that I needed at the camera store. But, yeah. Pretty rare to have a thunderstorm this early in the year. Not very common. Near here is the Osaka School of Cosmetology, so there's lots of kids, college-age hairdressers, wannabe hairdressers, walking around with their covering their hair because they're freshly dyed. Hello, pilot. Well, it could be my side because it is a torrential downpour right now. And there's lightning and thunder. I'm gonna actually change my setup here. Sorry for the noise on the microphone. We actually can't walk right now because the gimbal can't get wet, and even with the umbrella, it's gonna get wet for sure. Got the old let me get you guys turned around. You didn't know you were getting some rain ASMR today. Great parts about living in Asia, I guess, is you get the sudden rainstorm. Have some little shops. Police station here, Kobang. This is what I'm doing for you guys. Traversing the weather. This is some crazy rain. These are our new Osaka City electric hybrid buses. There are some that are shorter that are all electric. It says I got 4,000 kilobits up, but It might just be the weather. How are you guys doing today? If you're new to the channel and you've not watched before, here on Found in Japan we talk about life, living, culture, and things found in Japan. And one of those is random rainstorms. Right now we are in Tenmabashi, which is located on the purple line, the Tenmabashi line. I see sunlight poking through the clouds. So, Ibrahim, hello. Let's try to get to a new spot from time to time so it's not just boring rain. So with this rain, the Hanami will be finished because it will knock all the petals off. It's not about that there's a lot of people, it's that there's a lot of sakura. Apparently cell service hates sakura. I have a full connection right now, so I hope it's not terrible. Down here at the pier, there's a guy putting his stuff on. You can actually get on a lunch cruise. And it's now going down the river. This is just so crazy. Is the connection any better now? We can watch the boat dock. SBX Japan. All right, that seems to have been the worst part of it. Yeah, so this is a expensive umbrella. They used to be way cheaper. Now it's like 800 yen for this umbrella. On this bridge, there's no bicycling allowed. It's supposed to be pedestrian. If you look, this is where I took the picture earlier. Down there where there are two bridges, where my end of my umbrella is pointing, is the end of Nishinomaru Park. There's a rose garden there. It's really beautiful. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. We're trying to do some more videos, be more productive on the old channel here. What we're going to do is we're going to do a lap around, not this side, this side's done, up here and around. Please do let me know if it gets choppy. There's a lady walking right at me. I don't get it. I'm almost 2 meters tall and 100 kilograms. Like, I'm 6'4", 225. I'm wearing a pink dress shirt. You can't miss me unless you're trying. We are mere days away from the Expo starting, Expo 2025 here in Osaka. Ooh, asphalt. So you see they got a security guard right here, and the reason for that is because there are going to be people who come down this road in Osaka and not care. So this right here says Tenmabashi, and it's backwards. No, Tsuyu shouldn't happen until May. So this is just some crazy rain. I'd love to put up the umbrella, but unfortunately it will get the gimbal wet, and when gimbals get wet, they freak out. All right. Oh. I'm gonna try and keep an eye on the signal strength. I don't want to interrupt their photo, but I can't stop walking. Sorry. For those who don't know, Tsuyu is the rainy season. So a lot of the trees here look like they've been cut due to damage. I've mentioned this in some other videos and a video I did last year. There's an invasive beetle species that is killing the cherry blossoms. If it wasn't raining and we looked right over that way, we'd be able to see Osaka Castle. I bet during the weekend, this park was just full of people and shops. See over here where there's these little bit of gravel. Well, that's where people are gonna have pop-up shops and selling barbecue goods and summer food. This is actually where I came a couple years ago, probably 3. And right when I was starting the channel, and I met Dave in Osaka here. He was doing a live stream, walking the opposite direction as me. Train. I actually think I came after I started my new job. because I'm wearing a suit in the thumbnail, if I recall. A lot of the sakura are actually already budding their leaves. It's better now. YouTube stopped next week. Must have been on my, oh, okay. Thank you for the update. The rain has knocked off a lot of these petals. Also on the weekend, you're going to have a lot of families, a lot of singing, dancing. Up here, it looks like they've actually got something going on the road. It looks like they're telling people to not stop. That's good. I wonder if I can put my freshly purchased umbrella away. Yeah, 800 is a lot, and I think it used to be 500 from what I remember. Oh, look at that. The sun is out now. Change over to the right hand for a bit. So this area is called Sakuranomiya, like meaning Sakura Grove or valley. They've definitely done a lot to plant. They actually have some sakura cruises. We'll check out this boat over here. Sometimes guys are invisible. I've had that, yep. So now you could come up and take pictures. Here's one of those sakura cruises. They've got food on board. Not my thing, but all right, we're gonna attempt a switch around here. All right, we got the backpack in the back now. So over here is where the Osaka Mint Museum is, and they've got lots of different trees. I'm gonna put you guys down while I fold up the umbrella. How do I, there. Yeah. Look at all the, ooh, that feels choppy. But really, really beautiful. I've said this several videos, I think over a couple of years now, that I used to not care about Hanami. It was just a thing. Growing up in North Carolina, we have cherry blossoms all the time, apple blossoms and all that kind of stuff. But now that I'm getting up there in years, and I don't know how many more cherry blossoms I'm gonna get to see, and my kids enjoy it. I really do care about it. Actually, my eldest child didn't want to go to Hanami the other day, and I was like, why not? And he said, it's embarrassing. What if my friends see me at a picnic with my family? And I'd say, I think you're pretty cool because you went on a picnic with your family, and some people's parents can't or won't do that. And I bought bentos for everybody and snacks, and we took an American football, and you know what? Nobody cared. We had a great time. My daughter's friends showed up at the park. I left a play mat. It was just fun. I took a little Bluetooth speaker, and yeah, we enjoyed our time. This is what happens though. People always talk about how clean Japan is. There's actually trash everywhere in these bushes. Feels really weird to have the camera looking at me. The other day I was talking to, mic is flipped down. Talking to Aka-san from Comics Plus, and how much FaceTime should we put into live streams? And that there are some people who live stream and never ever show their face. And then there are other people who live stream and do face only and very rarely show what they're looking at. But I'm kind of torn. Should I do more of this where it's me we got huge puddle. So this is actually inside the Mint Museum here. I need to find a way to double tap turn the camera. So yeah, this is all the people inside the Mint Museum, and if you look, there's yellow, pink. This sign says that this is the exit. So I guess you start way down there and walk all the way back up. All right, now here's the test to see if we can get up without losing connection. Success. So we could have walked underneath the bridge and up this way, and we could have gone more around. There are more sakura trees along this side, but this is nice. Oh, there's Osaka Castle. Some random people. But if we were to keep walking, there's another bridge up there, and there are sakura trees all the way up and down. I think one year I actually went all the way up there. Gambatte kudasai. Kyukyusha. I'm kind of sad that there are no food vendors because I'm actually very, 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 very hungry. And that one piece of bread was not enough. I walked by a couple 500 yen vendors while I was walking through Honmachi, and then decided not to get anything. That was a mistake. I guess today or tomorrow I need to make a little video talking about the expo and get it up before it starts. Not really excited about the amount of trash there's going to be after more foreigners come for the expo. Got some different blossoms here. Actually, Osaka Jokoen has lots of great cherry blossoms as well. Yes, that's pretty nice, like what you see in the intro to a TV show or cartoon is the cherry blossoms. I remember when you went to the Mint, yeah, that was 2-3 years ago maybe. I'm curious, I'd like to see what this looks like, but it's me. That just feels really weird because that means anybody who's walking up to me can see what I'm looking like, but I can't see it. That's weird. So they got their picnic going. Yeah. These boats are kind of cool. I've ridden on one before where the roof actually crunched down so that it could fit under lower bridges. Now that the rain is gone, it is quite hot, which you know what that means is my shoes are gonna be just wrecked, rotten, but that's all good. I'm really curious how much one of these private rides is. Come on, man. We got a little drink bar. Whew. I might have to take my jacket off here soon. I'm not gonna lie that I actually like the sakura. Arigato. Thank you. She could have whizzed right by me and splashed me, didn't it? Arigato. I like the sakura right as the green is starting to pop out. This is the next thing to go will be here. Azaleas. For the last couple of years I've been going to a azalea bloom by a river, and it's been a lot of fun. Seems like nuisance streamers do face only. I've been following the cases against those who shall be not named in Korea and in the Philippines. Both of them are going to get jail time. Good. Well, I thought he was taking pictures of her, but I must have been wrong. Isn't this awesome? Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I actually really like the umbrellas when they get cherry blossom stuck on them. It says we got 6 people in the chat and 1 over on Twitch. I want to say, I want to actually turn this around. Thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate all of you guys being here. I know it's not always the most interesting or provocative of content, but I enjoy just sharing a lot of my life with you guys and what it's like to be in Japan and enjoy the slow life. I'm really hoping year 4 is the year of monetization. I got lots of videos that I'm working on right now, and as well as that, I've got the Osaka 3rd Comic-Con is coming up soon. Unfortunately, Star Wars Celebration is just happening in like a week and a half, or next week. I couldn't get a ticket, and even if I could, I don't know if I could have gone. It's just so crazy busy here right now. That would have been really cool to go to. If you guys didn't know, I'm a huge Star Wars sci-fi fantasy fan. Actually working on a reaction channel with my brother right now that I'm really enjoying working on, and not gonna lie, it's been eating up a lot of YouTube time for here, but totally worth it. The projects we've been working on, the time we've been spending together and teaching and learning together has been really cool. If you don't know, Luke, Nomadic Gaijin, has been a really big inspiration to me. I've never been really selfish on knowledge, but Luke has just been like, hey, you know, I'll help you out, I'll teach you. If you don't know, I'll tell you who to ask. Here's some of the great information, and that's been so helpful for me. And then I have a friend traveling right now, and he was asking me how to make videos and stuff, and I could put him on resources. And it's just like, man, I'm so glad that I could pass that on to somebody. So let's get you back to the flowers. That's enough of old Bill here. For the people in the chat, which do you prefer? The 5X or 0.5 or the 1? I think the 0.5 has better stability, but I think the 1 has better color. We got some more cruisers. And let's go see the castle a little more up close. I wonder how long it would take to walk to the castle. We're not far. Let's check out the bridge first. I don't think I've checked out the sakura at the castle in a hot minute. You know, what's worse is I have my chat phone I have it in my bag. And I just didn't put it in my pocket. Over there at the city mall, Tenmabashi is where we started our walk, and we came across this bridge and over and under and back around. Since we have people in the chat and I've got battery to spare a little bit today, let's try to walk to the castle. Shouldn't take more than 5-10 minutes. Ooh. Oh, Osaka Castle Park, 400 meters. All right, so here's the Rakuten SIM card test. JR Osaka Jokoen. That's really pretty. I remember when you went over there one year, they weren't in bloom yet, but they were blooming the next year. Yeah, that's crazy. You remember that way better than me. This is the Telebi Osaka building. Hopefully the connection won't get killed. Sometimes when there's an uplink satellite or dish, it wrecks the connection to the phone. So if you look over here, you can see that the sakura continue up the river. I actually went on a cruise once that took me around the castle, up here, turned around, I went back, and then we stopped, I believe, at that hotel right there, and we had lunch, and it was awesome. I may have to take my jacket off and put it in my bag, because boy oh boy, it is warm. I've never been in Hanami season, just summer and Momiji season. Someday I'll go there for Hanami. I hope you do. This would be an awesome haunted rave location. This is a private elementary school that has AstroTurf. Wow. Money. get you guys back on the ultra wide so I can check the connection. So as we get up closer to the park, unfortunately, as we go through the castle grounds, there usually tends to be some network connection there as well. All right, you guys are about to get sat down on this power box. Not that power box, it's disgusting. I've been down here, but I don't think I've ever come in this way to the castle. So this is cool for me too. Whew. I'm going to have to, I can't really tell, YouTube auto bitrate setting isn't very high quality, yeah. Here's the back side with some of the gigantic stones. Like these are normal sized people. All right, the next time we find a place I can set the camera down and give you guys a view, I'm taking my jacket off. I gotta remember to take shorter steps because the camera shakes like crazy. Does feel amazing right now though. Oh, it's another gate that I've never seen before. All right. Please enjoy this view of the castle while I take my jacket off. There we go. I got Owly out, so if we come across something we need to buy or a drink, we can do that. Is it okay?
Thank you.
Yes. Look at that. This right here, I'm gonna help this family take a photo. Whoa. Alright, 3, 2, oh, come. Alright. Alright, 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, back to walking. I got my pink on. Ooh. Feels very nice. I loved helping people take photos of their family because I have arms where I can do this and get almost everybody in, but not everybody's as lucky. And I got 3 kids and a wife that carries stuff, and I know how hard it can be to get a good photo. I wasn't planning on walking all the way around the outside, but we will make it work. So we got some new faces in the chat, I can see from the number. If you missed it, we started in Tenmabashi and we walked up and around Sakuranomiya and past the Mint Museum, and we saw all the cherry blossoms. And I thought, you know what, why don't we just walk up to the castle? So we're doing that. She's got a nice pink jacket. Looks like the pollen is wrecking her though. Let's see if we can't get a photo like these people are getting. Is it? Have to be the thumbnail for later. Not sure. So this is where you get on the little boat tours. Yolene, hand pink, waving hand pink, waving hand pink, waving pink, waving. Nice. You would buy the tickets to ride the boat over here. We may get ice cream. That's what might need to happen. Just a couple weeks ago, I did a walk around the plum garden here in Osaka Castle, and it is over there, but we're gonna go up. Osaka Castle, that's right, back in the clay. We actually just had a thunderstorm, so I had to stop and get an umbrella so as not to get the gimbal wet. We're gonna take the bicycle path past the walls. Reception is sketchy. Very true. I'm trying to keep a look to make sure we're staying above 2,500 megabits per second. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you everybody for joining and chatting and hitting that like button. It means a lot. I'm really interested to see how connections in Japan are going to change. I recently saw that AU, one of the major cellular carriers, is now going to be partnered with Starlink, and that their support network is going to be done via Starlink. So that should be interesting. So this is the Osaka Hall where they have concerts and stuff. And here's a plum garden where there are no flowers because all the plums are done. But down below that is another moat, and that moat is completely surrounded by cherry blossoms. So we're gonna keep walking up to the castle. Let's find a not slippery place. I gotta drive kids to basketball practice tonight, so we need to not break an ankle. Sakura. So I recently found out that the kanji for sakura, I guess like a year ago, the kanji for sakura is the simplified version. There's actually a harder version, and Sakurai-kun from the group Arashi, his name is the original sakura kanji. Sakura. 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 There's actually a shrine near my house called Sakurai Jinja, and I went there one time, and it's really cool. Arashi, yeah. So Sakurai-kun. This is actually pretty steep right here. My shoes and feet are all squishy from the rain. Oh. Let's listen to Clay. From down there would be the moat. I had T-Mobile for over 20 years, but went fee after Severett started getting rid of the carry unlimited stuff. I used SoftBank for years, and then I changed to Rakuten because Rakuten has true unlimited after a certain expense. So it's like 1000 yen gets you 3 gigs, and then 2000 yen gets you 7 gigs or something. And then after you go over 10 gigs a month, you just pay a flat fee. So I go over every month. I have a fiber line to my house, and sometimes that fiber line still gets congested, so I use the Rakuten data. And here in the city, it's pretty good. We got a lot of people up here.
We have the next performer. They call Marble.
We got people showing up and all the tours. This is only going to get more crazy because the as the expo gets closer, like look at this line right here. This is the line to buy the ticket to get in. It is nice though. I really enjoy Osaka Castle. The fact that it's air conditioned, the fact that there's an elevator into it and then inside of it are great, because I've actually taken my family members, elderly people older than myself, to different castles, and they can't walk up the steps because they're just too steep. So let's go see if we can see the outer moat. Expo is coming, but you can't get mobile or yeah. I've actually seen Chris Abroad and 1 or 2 other streamers talking about different carriers that they were like trying to get, they're like sponsored with. This is the museum that it wasn't finished when I walked by there in Plum Blossoms. There's a bunch of blossoms out there on the water. When we walk back down, we'll walk down by the lower moat, and there's a really big stretch of pretty trees. You know, I've never walked behind this building to see what's over here, so. Hanami. We're gonna keep going till we can't, really. We got 45% battery and I don't have a charger. So. These used to be government buildings and dormitories and stuff, and now they're converted into restaurants and shops. Oh, there's something big going on. I can hear at least 5 or 6 police cars and 2 fire vehicles. Okay, I gotta eat. Just came back from streaming at the beach. Oh, nice. Enjoy Clay. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Clay also does content streaming. Loves Japan. Back in the transmission is unstable. We're back. As warned, once you walk inside the castle, oh, Jesus. It's a bit steep. So over here we have riverside. Yeah. We have the Shudokan. This is the martial arts training facility. The last time I came by, it was having its roof rebuilt. Let's go see if they're both meaning the same, sai and sight. I'd love to be like a representative for this building for teaching kendo to foreigners who want to come and learn kendo for the day. Oh, it's all closed right now. Zanne. Zanne meaning that's too bad. Zanne. Let's see what the food trucks got. We got takoyaki, Japanese style grilled corn, Ikayaki, grilled squid. Taiyaki, like sweet bean cakes in the shape of Thai fish. Carp, right? Churros, 700 yen for churros. One sausage, 500 yen. Whew. I was actually thinking to bring my goshuen so that I could get a stamp, and I completely forgot. Oh, I forgot how bad the connection gets right here. We got strawberries, shapes, ice cream. Takoyaki. Soft cream. Oh. We may have to stop and get some maple. Nah, we need to eat real food. Oh, I hate that section right there. For some reason, it's just a dead spot.
Please be careful if the car is approaching.
Really disappointed that my camera, the very first video that I ever shot for YouTube was shot here on my Canon 70D, and it broke. And I waited and I waited and I didn't take it to get repaired, and now it's not repairable anymore. And I even took it to a Canon specialist and they were like, no. Despite the rain, I'm pretty shocked to not see anybody up here. Usually there's people like scattered, even they bring tents and stuff. Oh, yeah, let's use the not stairs to check out the lower moat. We have the lower section. I guess a lot of these people over here, you can see the castle just right there, peeking through. Tell you what, it feels good to be out and walking around. It has been a while. I've done some live streams in the car, but not like this.
Oh, the sun literally said.
I wish I had the battery pack, the time, and the energy, the human battery pack, to do more long walks. I think it would be a lot of fun. Goodbye, Osaka Castle. Is anybody still there? I'm not sure if I crashed or not. The signal strength is stuck. It usually means I've lost connection. We'll just keep going, I guess. Chat. How do I chat? Nope.